All right, let's make this short and sweet. How have I geared up my character? I'm 648 currently. I have 22 infinite knowledge and 1.3 million infinite power. How have I geared my character? What have I done? First things first, I just did all the quests. Literally all the quests. I did all of them. I have every single quest I can get. When the new content releases, I will get all of those quests done as well. Every campaign, every side quest, because they give you +1 infinite knowledge, they give you bronze caches, they give you rewards. They just give you a lot of good stuff. So first thing I would recommend, do all your quests. While you're doing your quests, you can use this. You should be doing your infinite research quest from this guy. I don't know how many of these stack up, but honestly, I would do them as much as you can. I don't know how much they stack up. One thing I'm not sure of is if you come in late, like you're waiting for a catch-up period. If you're waiting for that, I don't know how much of a catch-up period there's going to be. I don't know how much these stack, yada yada. So I would still recommend people play from the beginning. So while you're questing, you can always come back here and grab the quest from him. One thing I'll show you that this was different from the previous remix is that these cards here, this Nostwin's Voucher, these things are actually pretty good. And they're also pretty cool. What they do is they allow you to teleport to and from the bazaar. So let's say I'm all the way over here. I'm doing quests. I'm doing kind of whatever. All right, doing quests, all that good stuff. I can teleport back. I can turn in the infinite knowledge quest that he's given me. Sometimes this lady up here has additional quests you can talk to and turn in. But that's basically what I do. I do that, and then you do all your stuff, then you can click return, and it brings you back to exactly where you were. So you're actually not losing any runtime or any movement time. They're on a 15-minute CD, but like you get a ton of them. I would just use them the moment you get them. They're very, very nice to have. So what do you do, or how do you actually gear up? How do you get raw item level? What do you do? Especially after completing the campaign, you're probably at like 580, 584, maybe 590. What do you actually do to fully gear up? And it's just, you simply do your daily activities. For me, that is going to be raids and these queues here. Each one of these queues gives you one of these purple infinite caches. Each one of these purple infinite caches guarantees you an item that is as good or better than the stuff you're currently equipping. The same eye level. Sometimes you can get the same slot, which is kind of unlucky, but it always progresses yourself, right? You're always getting higher item level, upping your gear level bracket, and you just, as you're getting these, you are increasing your character's power, right? So every day I do raids. Primarily, what do raids give you? Raids give you a chance every time you kill a boss, normal, heroic, or mythic, to drop a piece that is better for you. So they act like, the bosses act like this purple heroic cache, or that purple cache, but they mainly give you this as well, the Fragmenta Memento of Epoch challenges. What this does is it allows you to click it and gives you a bunch of infinite power and stamina, all that good stuff. It's how you scale your character. So at 21 points of knowledge, of 21 points of infinite knowledge, which, by the way, while you're doing quests and completing zones and all that kind of stuff, you're stacking up this infinite knowledge. It's one of the primary scalers and how you get more power faster, which is why I recommend you do it first. Every time you do one of those, it ups your infinite power. So at 21 infinite power, every time I click to stack 100 of these, I'm getting over 100,000 of this infinite power, which is 2 clicks on this, which is 2% verse, damage reduction, damage done, all that good stuff, right? And that's how you're going to be infinitely scaling in this game mode. Your gear, I believe, goes up to 740 is the highest gear item level. I think that's the highest gear item level, and it's the same gear cap for every single stage of Remix. So it's not like your gear is going to become invalidated. Everything you do actually matters and makes sense. And eventually, you're going to get all of this gear up to max item level with the stats you want, and then you're just going to be scrapping literally everything, getting a ton of bronze and power and all that good stuff, right? So that's primarily how you gear. While you're gearing, leveling, and opening boxes, you're also going to get stuff that looks like sand in your inventory. And all that sand does is it just increases the item level of your weapon, right? That's just what that does. That's what scales your weapon compared to your gear. A mistake I made while gearing is, you can see the powers I actually want are Touch of Malice, Terror from Below, and then my least favorite is Volatile Magic. So I want this, and then maybe some of this, depending on what I get. But you can see I don't have that in every slot. And the reason is because I accidentally scrapped that jewelry, and I really shouldn't have. Because jewelry only gives you stamina. You scale stamina just through your items and experience and leveling, whatever, right? So the jewelry stamina doesn't really matter. What actually matters is the percentage of the powers that they give you. Once they get purple, they give you +3. So I would keep those slots. I would not upgrade them for item level at all. I would just keep them for the powers and then upgrade them once you roll a better item that has that power in that slot, right? And each slot can have, and I believe the way that it is that each slot can have like all of these different powers. So getting the ones you really want can take a little bit. But most of the time I've been getting stuff that I want and I like. This lady over here, I think once a day gives you like just a piece of jewelry. Like, I've talked to her once a day, and she's just given me a item level equivalent jewelry for this, so that's one way to get the stuff you want. But one thing that is very nice is this is from a add-on called Legion Remix Helper. It is super, super useful, and especially when you're going to scrap stuff. One of the biggest, obviously, if you're not doing this, then you have to manually click literally everything in. But you'll notice this actually has an item level restriction, so because this is a lower item level than these, it will allow me to put it automatically puts it in. But let's say I have this one in my inventory. Because this one is of a higher item level, it does not automatically get shoved in there, so you're not going to scrap higher item level pieces, nor does it scrap anything on your character. But once you move it over, it will automatically put all that stuff in there, right? So that is what I have been doing. And this just allows you to, this auto scrap thing, it fills it up, and then once it's done, you just hit the scrap button again, and it does it for you, basically. You just have to keep hitting the scrap button. It is very, very good. So I would highly recommend you get that, because otherwise clicking everything is very tedious. The first 2 days I played, I clicked everything. So I highly recommend Legion Remix Helper. You can find it through CurseForge, pretty sure. But other than that, that's all you're really doing. You're doing your raids, you're doing your infinite knowledge, your infinite knowledge grind here. You're doing your random dungeon queues, because once a day they'll give you that purple box. I've done all of my world quests, because the world quests not only give you the heroic cash, but they actually, you see this world quest is of High Mountain Tribe. It actually gives you, every quest you do, a 2,000 rep token for that place. So that means that you can max out all of your reputations pretty quickly. I am kind of close to the other ones, so you can see my reps are here. So after another couple sets of world quests, I'm just going to be maxed out with everything, which also gives you extra bronze, extra infinite knowledge. But that's kind of it. When I did a Mythic Plus, that's probably another question. How does a Mythic Plus progress your character? Well, when I did a Mythic Plus, this is what I looted. I looted 20 of these mementos. This is a +8, by the way. I got 20 mementos. It gave me I looted a piece of gear. Where is it? I looted a 604 belt. So Mythic Plus does have a cap on how much gear you can get from it. I think it does scale up. I don't know how high it scales. I'll have to do the higher ones soon. But I'm getting items way lower than what I had from doing that +8. So I need to do higher and higher keys, right? I don't know if you can continuously scale your gear, but we'll see. But because I don't know if it caps out, like you can't infinitely grind your gear up. But so I got a Mode of Broken Time, I got a piece of gear, I got 20 of these, and then I got a little bit of bronze. So Mythic, but the main thing you're getting is these fragmented mementos. So because of that, that's how you get your gear. That's how you can scale your character infinitely. Yada, yada, yada. Personally, I have only done one Mythic Plus. All of this gear is from doing one Mythic Plus and 2 sets of raids. Did Mythic, Heroic, Normal, LFR. And that's just what I would recommend people to do. You don't have to do much. But the main thing to remember is that this is only the first part of Legion. We still have all of these bosses. In total, we'll have 40 bosses to kill. That's going to give you, I think it's like 24 mementos per mythic boss. So you do that, little handy dandy calculator, 24 times 40 is we're going to get 960 of these corrupted mementos that, once again, remember, give you a 100,000 infinite knowledge plus every time you click it. So we're going to get, basically from Mythic alone, 10 clicks of this a day. And then there's Heroic to do, and there's Normal to do. I believe the gear caps out at 740, so doing this grind early and getting your gear up to 740 is going to be nothing but a boon. People that come to play later, when they try and do catch-up, are going to have to get through this gear grind, even though probably some kind of catch-up, but like, doing this now, you're going to keep all this power, because all this gear, it just gives you percentage bonus on everything, and at 740, it'll give you the max bonus. So then you have 740 in every slot. You get to tune every single slot the way you want. You'll get every single piece of jewelry that you want with the exact ranks of stuff that you want. It'll be good. It'll be good. I'm already feeling very, very powerful, and I'm looking forward to how strong my character is going to get. I already feel great. I'm already doing millions and millions of DPS. I think I'm doing like 5 to 6 mil DPS as a tank in even in Mythic Raid right now. It is going very, very well. I'm enjoying it a lot. I think they've done a really good job. I don't know exactly how the bronze acquisition is going to be, mainly because I'm not getting that much bronze, but I'm thinking once all the raids are out and you have 740 gear and you're scrapping literally everything, you're going to get a ton of bronze every day just from doing all of this stuff, right? And they've also cut down on a lot of things, like, for example, the raid ensembles. You'll notice that, for example, the first Seder, so this Scythe, it's 30,000 plus 20 of the Cosmic Soul Slivers, but it's every single Scythe. Right? It's both of them. There's the blue and the red. It's like, you'll get everything. There's one and a two version, right? I mean, it's the same thing with the, it's the same thing with the gear. You get, I believe, these ensembles give you all of the Mythic, all of the Heroic. I believe. But we'll have to see. Yeah, see, including all difficulty variants. So you used to actually have to purchase all of these, but now you have to purchase one each. I don't know. It's good. All right. Anyway, that's how I progressed my character. I played a bunch. My current play time is 1 day, 11 hours. I just have played a bunch, do all the stuff, and your character will skyrocket. There's actually not much to talk about. I don't know. People just ask me, hey, why is your item level so high? You just play a lot, man. You just play a lot. Okay, bye-bye.